In the close encounter classification system, a close encounter of the second kind is a step beyond a simple sighting and involves physical evidence or traces left behind by the UFO. Close encounters of the second kind typically include tangible effects or manifestations associated with the presence of a UFO. These effects can vary and may include physical traces such as burned vegetation, imprints on the ground, radiation readings, electromagnetic disturbances, or other measurable and documented phenomena. The Falcon Lake incident is a famous UFO encounter that took place on May 20, 1967, near Falcon Lake, located on the border between Canada and the United States. The incident is considered one of the most well-documented cases of a close encounter with an unidentified flying object. On that day, Stephen Michalak, a 51-year-old industrial mechanic, decided to spend the weekend prospecting for quartz in the woods near Falcon Lake, Manitoba, Canada. While he was exploring, he suddenly noticed two strange objects in the sky. One of them was a classic saucer-shaped craft, and the other was a larger, cigar-shaped craft. As Michalak watched in awe, the saucer-shaped object descended and landed about 150 feet away from him. The craft emitted a blast of hot air and caused a strong smell of sulfur. Intrigued but cautious, Michalak approached the object, hoping to get a closer look. He observed a series of panels on the object, which were open, revealing an orange glow. Michalak estimated that the object was about 30 feet in diameter and 12 feet high. He noticed strange symbols on the surface, similar to hieroglyphics. Incredibly, he touched the craft surface and described it as being smooth, warm, and made of a metal resembling stainless steel. As Michalak leaned in to examine the craft, it suddenly emitted a blast of hot gas, which caused his shirt and cap to catch fire. He fell backward in shock and tried to extinguish the flames. When he looked up, he saw the craft rising into the air and then disappearing. Michalak immediately noticed that he had suffered severe burns on his chest and abdomen. He also experienced symptoms of radiation sickness, such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Feeling weak and disoriented, he managed to make his way back to his motel room and contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP. The RCMP and other investigators examined the landing site and discovered burn marks on the ground and vegetation, validating Michalak's claims. They also interviewed Michalak extensively, and his story remained consistent throughout. The incident gained significant attention from both the media and UFO researchers. Michalak's injuries were thoroughly investigated, and the burn patterns on his skin were deemed consistent with the described encounter. However, skeptics proposed alternative explanations, such as a misidentified conventional aircraft or a hoax. Yet, Michalak's account was considered credible due to the physical evidence and his overall reliability as a witness. To this day, the Falcon Lake incident remains an intriguing and unexplained event. It serves as a captivating case study for those interested in UFO encounters and the mysteries surrounding them. The Cash-Landrum Incident, also known as the Cash-Landrum case, is a well-known UFO encounter that took place on December 29, 1980, in Dayton, Texas, USA. The incident involved a close encounter with a mysterious, unidentified aerial object and subsequent health complications experienced by the witnesses. On that evening, Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and Vicki's 7-year-old grandson Colby were driving home after having dinner at a restaurant. As they traveled along a rural road, they noticed a bright light in the sky, which appeared to be a large diamond-shaped object, emitting flames and hovering above the treetops. Intrigued and somewhat concerned, they continued driving, getting closer to the object. As they approached, the witnesses noticed that the intense heat generated by the object was causing the metal on their car to become scorching hot. Fearing for their safety, they decided to stop and exit the vehicle to get a better view of the object. The witnesses estimated that the object was approximately the size of a large car or a small house, with a large number of lights on its underside. They described it as resembling a giant hovering diamond or an upside-down metallic cone. After observing the object for some time, the witnesses began to feel the effects of the intense heat and were forced to retreat to the car. As they drove away, they noticed that the object was moving in the same direction as they were, following their car closely. During their drive, the witnesses claimed that they saw military helicopters in the vicinity, seemingly pursuing the object. The helicopters appeared to be unmarked, with no identifiable insignia. The witnesses estimated seeing between 20 to 23 helicopters during the encounter. Following the incident, all three witnesses suffered from various health issues. They experienced symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, severe headaches, hair loss, burns, and radiation-like effects. Betty Cash's health deteriorated significantly, requiring hospitalization and medical treatment. The Cash-Landrum incident gained widespread attention and became the focus of investigation by UFO researchers and the media. The witnesses sought answers about the object they encountered and the military presence during the event. However, obtaining official information proved challenging. The US government neither confirmed nor denied the presence of military helicopters on the night of the incident. The case has remained a subject of debate and speculation, with some suggesting a possible connection to secret military activities or experimental aircraft. The Cash-Landrum incident stands as a notable case in UFO research due to the physical effects experienced by the witnesses and the reported military involvement. It has contributed to the ongoing dialogue surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena and the potential implications of such encounters. If you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, also known as Britain's Roswell, is a renowned UFO sighting that occurred in late December 1980 near Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, England. The incident involves the sighting of a series of unidentified objects by military personnel stationed at the nearby Royal Air Force Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge bases. The events began on the night of December 26, 1980. When security personnel at RAF Woodbridge reported strange lights descending into the nearby Rendlesham Forest. Believing it to be a downed aircraft or a possible threat, a team of military personnel, including Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt, were dispatched to investigate. As they ventured into the forest, the team encountered a triangular-shaped object with bright lights. The object was said to be metallic and about 3 meters tall. It appeared to be hovering or resting on the ground. The witnesses observed the craft up close and even touched its surface. During the encounter, the object emitted bursts of light and displayed erratic movements, including sudden accelerations and changes in direction. It was also reported to have emitted radiation and caused interference with the military's communication equipment. Over the course of 2 nights, the witnesses documented their experiences and recorded audio recordings of the event. They reported witnessing the object again on the night of December 28, prompting further investigation and involvement from higher-ranking officials. The Rendlesham Forest incident gained significant attention, especially due to its occurrence near military installations and the involvement of military personnel. The incident was initially kept under wraps, but information eventually leaked to the public, leading to media coverage and public interest. Various theories have been proposed to explain the Rendlesham Forest incident. Some suggest that the sightings were the result of misidentified conventional aircraft or military exercises. However, many witnesses maintained that the objects they encountered were of extraterrestrial origin. The incident has been extensively studied and investigated by UFO researchers, military personnel, and civilian investigators. The eyewitness testimonies, audio recordings, and other evidence have been subjected to scrutiny, with debates continuing to this day. The Rendlesham Forest incident remains one of the most intriguing and well-documented UFO encounters in history. It serves as a symbol of the intersection between UFO phenomena and military involvement, leaving an indelible mark on the field of ufology and captivating the interest of researchers and enthusiasts worldwide. Thank you for joining us on these chilling stories, and until next time.